So the So physically, I was...
Hello?
Okay, so physically I was fine within a few days. But psychologically,
Perhaps a little behavior modification might be in
I was still thinking
You
I was
love
sick for
goblins.
like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with
Because I remember I felt completely... I felt like I had no...
Oh god.
For like 2 weeks, I felt like I had no energy. And I stayed... I moved so much that I moved all my stuff out of the room, in the living room, and stuff out there in my mind.
Huh.
I
There is
just
nothing
didn't
to
have the
see
energy for anything. I
You
just
love
laid
goblins.
around.
There is nothing wrong with the beach. Goblins were great.
Oh crap, seriously.
Goblins
Oh, this is gonna suck.
I still don't fully understand it because I don't remember. I don't.
Did it?
There is nothing
I don't remember
to see
thinking I hate being sick at that point. I just remember being sick from the cantaloupe.
Well, yeah, you don't cognitively think about a lot of this stuff. It's
Very
just a
well.
reaction.
If you will not join us, you will be deactivated.
Hello,
Prepare to meet
Hal.
your end, Rocket Children.
Hell, from Rugrats? No, that's Howard.
I'm 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh,
I have got to get you.
the only Hal I know is from Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, good lord, man. I have got to get you to watch more movies. 2001 is a sci-fi classic.
So, just to clarify, you drank too much milk, overworked yourself by like playing a sports or something, and then threw up.
Biking, and then yeah, that went poorly. So I would just stay away from milk, and this was like when I was like 12. So I thought it was the milk that had done it, but looking back, I realized, oh hey, yeah, that probably was why.
Yeah, mine wasn't one of those too. That first one, the acid reflux, it was like when I was 10, I guess, or around there, and then the second one was also my teenage years. I think you remember. 'Cause remember we went to Moses Lake Water Park that one day, and I was still feeling kind of queasy.
Vaguely,
You and your friends went somewhere, and at the last minute you invited me.
something like that, yeah. Alrighty, we got our bot.
But that's really all I've gone through.
Phases. I'm trying to think of phases I've been through, like
In general, or physically in the
Now
body?
that is a beautiful machine.
just in general. Alright. We have a robot.
Am Iron Man.
Yeah. Cue the Black Sabbath.
I think video games could fall into that category.
Of a phase?
Well, like not so much now because I'm in
Access
college, and
Complete
even in general, I don't
mandatory
really.
training program.
Okay.
But like, I probably won't go back to it. Not, but right now I'm just.
RT101.
Right now, let's just say this: I hardly play, except for my PSP. I hardly play any PS2 games for fun right now because I'm busy either in college or recording the projects. But
Right.
anyway, I'll like I said, I'll probably go back to this, but like, I played Arcalad, Twilight Spirits for a long time, over and over and over and over.
Right.
Then I moved to Kingdom Hearts and do that for a while. Then Digimon Rumble Arena,
Right.
and then rinse and repeat, whatever. I think those could be considered phases.
Yeah.
You play a game no matter how many times over and over.
Yeah, you get stuck on it.
In terms of time spent on it, I think for me it would be Arcalad, Twilight Spirits, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Dragon Quest 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know of any? And really, there's nothing negative about it.
Oh
Like currently, I'm playing.
no. That's a nice bit of visual storytelling right there. The blast imprint of the robot on the wall.
So on a more general note, do you know of any video game phases you were in where you played? Okay, for argument's sake, you played game 1 for a month, then moved to game 2 for a month, then went back to game 1 for a month, then went to game 3 for a month, and so on. Where you just played it non-stop even though you went through it a million times.
Can't really think of any. Well, let me think. game is very slow. I hope you realize that. Oh, you're kidding. Ah! Alright, let's try this again. Or did it drop me? Okay, drop me here. Let's see. Game... Phases of a... Like... Well, I was kind of... Ow. Crushers. I've moved through stuff I'm kind of obsessed with, like little fandom obsessions, I guess. Really? Arrgh. Okay. And that's actually, I feel, kind of evened out for a little while. Like, for the longest time, I was, like, dead set obsessed with Toho. And I still love the games, but I've kind of cooled off on that. I'm not, like, Toho everything all the time.
Well, like, going back to the whole...
Or Homestuck, but, like, video games, I don't... With video games, I kind of grew up... The way I was exposed to video games was Dad would play something until he beat it, basically, or until he got sick of it. So it would only be that thing for the longest time, and I kind of moved with that as well.
But one really quick note here, like, using a sex for an example, there's a difference between really liking getting off, which is natural for guys, and being addicted to it. If you're devoting a lot of time to it and ignoring other areas of your life, you're likely addicted.
Well, yeah.
But as long as you're still, like, I think I told you this story before. There was a story of a kid who was playing video games non-stop. He wouldn't eat. He wouldn't eat. He would go to the bathroom. He would hold it.
Crap, really? Well, so much for the...
There was this one kid. He was so addicted to video games that he wouldn't eat. He was up in his room all day and night. Didn't eat. Didn't sleep. Didn't go to the bathroom when he got the urges to go. And one night his mom comes up there and he's passed out from dehydration severely.
Yeah. Well, it's because we don't really teach moderation that well.
I really like playing games. But if I have to go to the bathroom,
yeah,
I go. I mean, there are times when I do hold it.
Well, yeah.
But I'm not like. How do you explain it?
You don't. You don't leave it off. You'll take care of yourself.
But like I said, I do hold it sometimes.
Yes, there's a difference between that and not taking care of yourself.
Man, holding it, but still.
Crap. Yeah, there's a difference there.
Because I'm not holding it because I can't be interrupted. I'm just.
You will take care of it later.
Right, this guy wouldn't even take care of it later. He'd hold it. I don't even. I can pretty safely assume that he shat and wet his pants. But basically, I'm not addicted because I can be interrupted to do, like, go outside, go run an errand. People who are addicted.
Right. Well, yeah, and it's because we don't teach moderation on that type of thing. Like, I hated the time limits my parents imposed on me when I was growing up playing video games, but I'm glad they were there because, hey, you gotta find some moderation. And I think another part of the problem is, a lot of games now don't do exit points all that very well. Oh, hey. Fantastic.
Exit points, you mean checkpoints?
Well, okay,
Worthy of a true robot. This medal is awarded for exceptional performance during physical training.
It's a bit different than a checkpoint, although a checkpoint is an exit point.
Welcome to this robot's army. I'm proud
Or
of
do you mean
boys.
points at which you
Get
can
up there and
save?
give 'em a taste
Points
of
at which you can put down the game.
iron. Sarge.
The...
Like after a boss?
Sort of. Points at which you will no longer feel obligated to continue playing. Like, this could definitely be an exit point, because you just accomplished a major task. You're gonna remember what you were doing the next time you pick this up. Things like that. There's an extra credits episode on exit points that you might be interested in. Since we're talking about exit points, I feel like this is a good point at which to stop recording, actually.
If you can go until 140, you can probably finish the next area.
Sure. Let's do that then.
That'll put us in exactly 20 minutes so I can make 20-minute pieces.
I'll try and turn the electric floor off so that you guys can come
But
down too.
the whole addiction thing also, it varies on the individual. Like,
Yeah.
I
Well,
know.
that, yes.
I
I definitely have an addictive personality, which is why I haven't done anything beyond alcohol.
Huh?
I don't do any, like... I don't do drugs at all.
Oh. But yeah, like, I used to have bedtimes and such, like in my really young years. But once I hit like 12 or so, I never had limits on video games or anything.
Yeah.
And I, it depends on the individual, because, look at me, I turned out fine. I'm not holding
Well-
my bathroom forever and forever.
Well, there's that, but... I mean,
have had
I'll be
enough
honest,
of
I
your
feel like you
distractions,
could get
Rocket
out a little
children.
more and socialize a little more, but,
It
you
is
know,
time
you
you were
do you.
deactivated.
You can do it, Sammy. Just try to find the supercomputer. We'll hook
In a
up.
big, in
Just
the
as
literal
soon as we
sense,
can
if
get
I
the
were
store
addicted, I couldn't even get out and go
All
to college.
robots.
Well, yeah.
Intercept
And
intruders.
the fact that you're
on
doing that is
sub-level 3,
awesome.
Sector 12.
And I feel like... Okay, admittedly, what I just said there, I could definitely be construed as a tremendous hypocrite. I am very selectively social when it comes to that kind of thing. Oh, you can bust those boxes.
Security breach. Intruders targeted.
Destroy that. Let's see what's in these other crates here. Ooh, man. This is pretty awesome, not gonna lie. There will be destruction. Alright.
And one thing I noticed,
The
but
only issue I have with this is that this robot is very slow.
and one thing I noticed, but not always, is that addiction, things that can become addicting are negative. Like video games aren't negative, but they're I guess they have a negative connotation.
I suppose you could put it that way.
Perfect example. Junk food tastes better than healthy food most of the time, right?
Well, yeah.
Many healthy foods don't taste good. At least
Or
to
it's an acquired taste.
what?
An acquired
All robots.
taste.
Intruder in Sector 7.
Something you have to kind of train yourself to really like.
Yeah,
You're
like,
gonna be stocked up on lemon.
like 90% of Americans, I like junk food, but I won't refuse to eat healthy food.
Well, yeah. And part of the problem with healthy food is actually, what a lot of people don't realize is our taste receptors are super, super sensitive when we're children, and this is an evolutionary thing. We're still supposed to be very sensitive to bitter tastes, which is unfortunately the case for a lot of vegetables.
What is it, Sammy?
And
There's a
the
bunch
reason
of
we're so
different machines
sensitive to
down
really
there.
bitter tastes is
One is
because
extracting
most
rare elements
poisons
out of
are
water,
very bitter.
and
And
the other
so
melting ocean
our
shore
brains
sand
are
into
automatically like
silicone.
bitter taste.
It's a
Poison,
silicone
get it
chip
out.
making machine.
Avoid
Stop
at all
talking
costs.
about chips. I'm already done. They must need the chips for all
So
the robots
basically,
they're
in that
producing.
case, it's more of our bodies fault
So,
than our own.
They needed the sand
Kinda,
and water
yeah.
for
But it's
raw
also-
materials, huh?
I will also blame
Well, I
parents who
think
don't
it's
know how to
time to
cook
shut down.
vegetables right. Seriously, most parents will just steam vegetables. This is a bad plan.
The
This is a
sand might start
really
coming
bad
back to us
plan.
in shores
Steamed
At
veggies
least
or
they won't be
boiled
taking
veggies,
anymore.
even worse.
Go, Squid!
Steaming, you can
You
conserve a
rock.
lot of the stuff. Boiling the veggies just turns them so nasty because you remove so much of the nutrients and everything that makes them good. With veggies, crisp is the best. Most chefs will, I believe, agree with this statement. Crisp is the best when it comes to vegetables.
Crispy, you mean? In the literal sense?
No, crisp. Like, crisp, fresh, crunchy. You don't want soggy, messy veggies. You can get away with it with some veggies. Like steamed broccoli, pretty good. It keeps its crunch pretty well there. Carrots, definitely. Something like...
Chicken noodle soup. That's boiling, and that's fine.
Well, because it's a different process. I'm talking about, literally, they just boiled the veggies and served them on a
Robots
plate.
are inexhaustible.
I'm sure some restaurants do that.
If they do, they're doing things really poorly, or it's part of a wider recipe. Like, you want a specific texture and flavor when it comes to vegetables. And just flat out boiling them and serving them is generally really bad for that flavor and texture. What you want out of... What you want to do generally, steaming them usually works. Grilling veggies is fantastic. You would be amazed at the things you can grill. You can grill cake. I'm not even kidding. You can grill watermelon. You can grill cheese, obviously, but like, I read an article, it was in a Reader's Digest, I think. I was bored waiting in line at the, for a blood donation, and I just read this. And it was an article on the things you think you can, you would never think you could grill, but you can. And one of them was just plain cheese. You get one of the firmer cheeses like Gouda, stick it on the grill, flip it a couple of times, oh man. Watermelon, pinch of salt on the slice, grill it, oh. Sobers up the whole thing. I always thought watermelon was like way, way too sweet. Okay, where's that other gold coin?
It's in the door.
Like one of these?
Don't go all the way. It's that left door right there.
Ah, gotcha. Thank you. I figured you would be unhappy if I didn't pick up that coin. Ooh, that is awesome.
Are you lonely, little coin?
Not anymore, you're not. I will put you in my pants.
Oh, my butthole.
Well, okay, the joke was that I will put you in my pants. It sounds like an innuendo, but that's literally all you do is you put coins in your pocket. That was the joke. Hello, menacing robot. Oh, that's a laser. That's a laser. Get out of the way. That's a laser. Come on. Oh, for Pete.
Say. Well, in Sam's defense, the robot is slow.
This is
You
true.
blew up my robot, you electronic bully.
I am afraid I cannot allow you to
My
go
name is Sam the
inside.
Squid. You blew up my
I
robot.
have
Prepare to
seen our
die.
sanctum. You will not be able to get past my security systems.
Just watch me. There isn't a computer on Earth that can resist my programming skills.
We shall see. We shall see.
Bring it on.
Where did he go, Sam?
Probably sealed his memory core. We'll have to go and try to shut down the factory some other way to make sure he doesn't turn the sand pumps back on.
I've got to take some pictures for Officer Shirley, too.
We should get the pictures first. Take a look over there through that door. It must lead somewhere.
Yeah, let's see if we can find something nice and incriminating.
Yeah. That sounds fantastic, and I think this is a saving opportunity.
Yes.
Oh, that door there. So yeah, that was a productive session. R&D labs. Ooh, yes. This will be incriminating.
We talked about addictions, we talked about faces, we talked about sex. We talked about lots of stuff.
Yep. We talked about grilling watermelon. Which, if anybody tries that, by the way, let me know. I've never tried it, and I kind of want to. Let me know how that goes. But until then, we will see you all the next time.